The Breeders' Cup Distaff, the purse is $1 million. They'll be going 1 1/8 miles. And we have a field of 8. Tom Durkin with a call.
And the final horse is moving into line here for this 10th Breeders' Cup Distaff. Super Gem takes her spot on the far outside. They're in the gate and they're off. Magical Maiden swerved out at the start and brushed early with Party Sided. But Paseana came out, and on the far outside, Super Gem is right there. And so is Hollywood Wildcat. Dispute is up close. And Sky Beauty secures her position at the inside. Now she's wrangled back as the field moves into the first turn. Super Gem caught 4 wide. Hollywood Wildcat right there with her early speed. And Dispute is up close down inside third. And Paseana has secured a position in the early going up close. She's 4th on the outside, only 3 lengths from the long shot leader, Super Gem. And farther back, Sky Beauty settles into a ground-saving position while in hand. Magical Maiden to her outside. Party Sided moves through an opening toward the rail. Retoss is reserved till later. The field now making their run up the backstretch. And big long shot, Super Gem is the leader by 2 lengths, and the favorite, Hollywood Wildcat, is tracking her intently. Chris McCarron and his champion mare, Paseana, on the outside running third. And Dispute is making progress. And Party Sided has continued to gain while on the inside. Sky Beauty in good striking position, 5 lengths from the lead. Then Magical Maiden and Retoss is still trailing. The field moving into the far turn now. And Hollywood Wildcat makes a run at the lead. Hollywood Wildcat on the outside. Super Gem digs down. And now Paseana poised and making her move for the lead. And Sky Beauty coming into contention on the outside. Dispute behind a wall of horses is 5th as the field turns for home. And Paseana has a short lead, but Hollywood Wildcat is right there with her. And those two headlong into the final furlong together. McCarron all over his champion mare, Paseana. On the inside, Hollywood Wildcat is resolute. Hollywood Wildcat and Paseana striding to the line. Here's the finish, and it's Hollywood Wildcat. Eddie Delahoussaye dropped his whip, but it looks like he got the victory. Paseana was right there in another thriller on Breeders' Cup Day 1993. Hollywood Wildcat, Eddie Delahoussaye going to a furious drive, and just 50 yards from the wire, he dropped his whip, but that did not stop Hollywood Wildcat from a determined victory today, an apparent one over Paseana, and another tight one.
The 3-year-old filly, Hollywood Wildcat, just prevailing over the Dowager Queen, Paseana. And what about Eddie D, the jockey? He wins the sprint. He's just nipped on Sardula and the juvenile fillies, and he takes an unofficial narrow victory in the Distaff. Shaping up as a big day for Eddie Delahoussaye, winning 2 of the first 3. Let's watch it again as Hollywood Wildcat took the lead going into the final turn and then had to hold off Paseana. Eddie D doesn't even have his stick cock. His whip still down. He taps a couple of times on the shoulder, but nothing serious. Now cocks his stick and dropped it just before the wire, and Hollywood Wildcat still holds on to win over Paseana.
Yes.
Let's go to Greg.
Eddie, here we go again. Way to go, Eddie. I see you missing something. What happened?
Craig, I tell you, for a professional rider, I'm kind of embarrassed to say it. I lost my whip. I hope we got there.
I believe you did. Even though you did drop your whip, I think you did get there, and it was mighty tight. How was the stretch run?
Well, it was a horse race all down the stretch from the quarter pole. Me and Chris hooked up, and it was a horse race after that, and it was a great race. I hope I hung on. If I got beat a nose and losing that whip, I'll never forgive myself.
No, I think you got it, Eddie. And again, congratulations. Back to you, Tom.
All right. Rest easy, Eddie D. I think you got there. That last slap of the hand might have done it. We'll be back. Once again, a favorite has won the Breeders' Cup Distaff. This is the 7th winning favorite in 10 races. But Mike Battaglia is with the losing jockey, Chris McCarron, who was aboard Paseana. Mike?
Thanks, Tom. And a gallant race mare she is, Paseana, and she ran her heart out today, Chris.
That she did, Mike. She's as honest as the day is long, and I tell you what, she fought hard today and just lost Bob the head, and what can I say? She's outstanding.
Yeah, we can watch the stretch runner. Did you know Eddie D dropped his whip?
Not until after the wire, and I yelled congratulations to him because I thought he had beaten me, and he looked over with a big grin on his face. He said, "I blew my whip."
You can see it flying right out there.
I didn't see it. I was looking straight ahead, and I just told him, I said, "Obviously you didn't need it."
Well, evidently he didn't, but he was getting into her pretty doggone good right before he dropped it. And this mare, though, she won last year, back again second this year. She can't run any harder.
That's for sure. They don't come any more honest than Paseana. She's an outstanding mare.
Thank you, Chris, and good luck in the next couple. Back to you, Tom.
All right, Mike, you saw two champions there. Hollywood Wildcat, the winner, cementing the 3-year-old filly championship, for my money anyway, and Paseana, the champion older mare. Hollywood Wildcat, $463, $260. Paseana, $3, $260. Retoss, $380, an $11.80 exacta. We heard Jenny Craig talk about how fast her heart was beating before the race. That was nothing compared to watching her grand mare through the stretch. And then the realization that she didn't quite get there. But meanwhile, trainer Neil Drysdale, who won the first Breeders' Cup Distaff with Princess Rooney, gets this body lean. Yes. His wife Inger and Neil Drysdale. Horse racing does that to you, folks. Eddie D, what a day he's having. A narrow loss and 2 wins in the first 3 races. Here's the official order of finish. Hollywood Wildcat, Paseana, surprising 3rd for Retoss. Dispute was 4th. Sky Beauty, that's the worst effort of her career. She finishes 5th. Super Gem 6th. Magical Maiden 7th. And Party Sighted finished 8th.
Just see Neil lean. To watch Neil Drysdale, as that horse got to the wire, he leaned like it was going to help, and then his wife jumped up behind him and then fell down. That's excitement.
Well, you see why. Look at that. Despite dropping his whip, Eddie Delahoussaye gets the winner home. Hollywood Wildcat just over Paseana. I can't remember starting out with 3 more exciting races than we've seen today. We're 3 for 3 and heart-stopping finishes.
Tom, though, if you believe in this home court advantage, I think we're seeing it today.
Well, 3 races, 3 California-based winners. Right now, let's check in New York. We'll go to our update studio to update you on all the other happenings from the world of sports. All right, thank you, Hannah. As we've gotten off to a thrilling start at Santa Anita, 3 great finishes in our first 3 races. And right now, down in the winner's circle for the official presentation for the distaff, let's go to Terry Leibel.
Thank you very much, Tom Hammond. What an exuberant group, and well, you should be to make the presentation to the winning owners. Is Cheryl O'Leary, the Director of National Accounts for the Alberto Culver Company. If you'd like to make the presentation to the Cowans.
Exactly. On behalf of the world-famous Alberto VO5 and all our other great Alberto Culver brands, we are proud to salute the winner of the 1993 Breeders' Cup Distaff. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, I'll tell you, yes, give it a kiss. You've been in this business for over 25 years. What a moment. And I want to bring in Neil Drysdale as well here, the trainer of Hollywood Cat. You have got to see this stretch drive again. You won't believe it. It is one of the great stretch drives, and you will see that your jockey also lost a stick. I'm sure you're well aware of that.
Yes, I'm well aware of it.
Have a good look here now. Tell us about it.
Well, I think Paseana went by her at one stage right here. But she's such a game filly. I mean, she just comes back on again.
I must tell you, I think that Paseana did have a little nose ahead of her, but then your mare did not give up.
Yes, no, it was a very thrilling race. I mean, there goes the stick. There went the stick.
Now watch your reaction of you and the owners, the Cowans, in the owner's box position right here.
We were just so excited. We always knew we had the best filly in the country, and it took today to prove it.
Neil, you are leaning this horse into the winner's circle, weren't you?
It was getting very close for comfort, but Paseana ran a great race. It was a very exciting race, but I definitely was very worried at the end.
Queen of the day, folks. Congratulations, Hollywood Cat. Tom?
All right, Terry. The winner's box, the owner's box looked like a hockey game up there. Hollywood Wildcat, champion 3-year-old filly.